Hello, this is Proxy Strike Database, and today I'm not going to run any dungeon or do anything, but I had some requests, so I guess I will be doing it. And the request was a proxy. Can I see your box? And I'm like, I guess why not? So I guess I'll be talking about my box in general, like what kind of monsters I have, what they're used for, and what's my favorite monster or anything. So let's go. So the first section I'll be showing is my fire monster, and just glancing at it, it's not that great, I guess, besides the Izanami that just came out. I'm planning to hypermax her as soon as possible so she'll be useful. I just need to do the power and speed. Well, I'm like halfway there, I guess. And I guess I could talk about from the hatchers. The noticeable hatcher ones are probably Sanada Yukimura. I have her Hypermax, Lancelot X. I also have him Hypermax and Smolpo. I don't even have him evolve for, I don't know, because was he a 8.0 or 7.5? He wasn't that impressive, so I was like, I guess I'll just skip him. So I guess the two useful Hatcher Fire Element monsters will be Lancelot X and Sanada Yukimura for me. So Lancelot X is like a fire version of Arthur, Queen Arthur, because the one-way laser is extremely powerful if you're able to position him correctly. But his structure is a bit different. Queen Arthur, you could just aim at a certain place and the laser shoots out. For Lancelot X is a bit different. He turns into a Pierce type, and I guess does like a ton of damage. If you're just hitting the boss, going up and down or side to side, I think we do about 800k damage. That's what I usually do. And if the boss is a wood element monster, I think it'll do about 1 million damage. I think around that much. And I mean his stats are really decent. I mean, 21k HP. 26k attack and 380 speed, and he has a nil gravity barrier, so nothing can stop him besides damage fall. And in Japan, his Ascension form released recently, so it's going to come out in America in about a couple months. So I'm not expecting to be coming out anytime soon, and his regular evolution alone is pretty powerful too. So I use him a lot on a wood element dungeon. And for Sanada Yukimura, I'll be honest, I never used her yet. It's because I just don't like the idea of a spread shot bomb combo. I have nothing wrong with it, but I prefer homing and laser over spread shot. And I guess now that I have Izanami, I have 3 Izanamis. Until Sanada Yukimura gets his Ascension form, which is a 9.5 in Japan, I don't think I'll be using Crimson Sonata anytime soon, unless I really need to, or I want to be unique with my party going against the green element dungeon. I guess that's about it, honestly. Only the noticeable ones are Izanami, Sanada, and Lancelot X. I mean, I also have Apollo, but as you can see, he's still level 33, so I don't really use him either, or I don't even level him up, honestly. I heard Freya is extremely powerful, but she's as you can see, she already has 20 luck. I already pulled her 4 times, and that kind of made me sad. But I mean, I guess the monster itself looks cute, so I guess it's kind of worth, right, guys. Freya is useful. She has like great stats as a level 4 monster that can even compete with some level 5 monsters, but I just don't have enough EXP, honestly. I'd rather feed my EXP to some other monster besides a level 4 star. That's my honest opinion. And about the 5 Hydras, I forgot who it was. I think it was Hunter King. I think it was Hunter King or Sonata. You need like 5 Hydras or 4 Hydras for ascending a certain monster, so I'm just keeping it for now. For the water monster, out of all my elements, I like my water element box the most. It's because I have like a lot of the good water element monsters right here. Glancing at it, I have Margite, Oda X, and Odin. And I even have Nanami, Lorelei, regular Lancelot, and I forgot his name, but Susano. Yeah, so compared to the fire element monsters, my water element monsters is packed. Like, I could, I was able to solo Izanami with my water elements. I went like Oda X, Odin, and Margaret, and another Margaret friend, and I was able to solo Izanami without a problem. Yep. So I'm pretty confident in my water element box. Whoops. I apologize about that. So yeah, compared to the fire one, I'm pretty confident on this. My water element monster, that's why I don't like level up Queen Butterfly or what's this monster called? Or Panzer. I don't level them up, or I'm not planning to either, because I have such powerful water element monsters. I could, if it's a fire dungeon monster, I could easily go through it without any problem. I might miss a speed clear if I mess up a few times, but I would rarely die, honestly. And I also have Nurari Hyun. It's almost hypermax. I was planning to use it on Izanami, but I ended up using my Rem monsters, which worked out pretty fine too. And honestly, I should be leveling up or maxing Nanami, but I'm running low on Divine Charles, and in my opinion, unless Nanami gets Ascension form in Japan, I'm not planning to level her up or evolve her or adding any more links to it, because I already have enough water monsters. And surprisingly, Lorelei has been really good. Her Homing Piercer A is extremely powerful, and it's good for clearing out small monsters. And she recently got Ascension form in Japan too, and which is, I heard, which is pretty good. So I'm kind of lucky to get Lorelei, and she's already hypermax, so I just have to get her Ascension form. And if her Ascension form comes out in NA, I'm gonna immediately ascend her, and she'll be a powerful water element monster that's usable too. So out of all the elements, I believe my wood element monsters are the weakest right now. As you can see, I have nothing good. I do have few Rem monsters such as Hunter King. Hunter King is good. I think he's like a 9.0 or 9.5, but his Ascension form hasn't came out in NA, so I haven't bothered putting any more links. I'm planning to hypermax him once his Ascension form comes out. And I believe, I heard it might come out in a few weeks. I think that's what I'm hoping for. And Merlin, I have 2 copies of Merlin. I'm not planning to fuse them together just because she's a 5-star, and an Ascension form of Merlin did come out recently in Japan. So I kind of want to keep 2 just in case. I don't know why, but I just want to keep. I don't know. It feels wrong just to fuse 2 5-stars. It just makes me feel bad just for 1 luck. So I'm keeping 2 of them. And once the Ascension form comes out, Merlin will be extremely useful. She'll get like a bonus gauge ability where if you touch your own monster, you heal a good amount of HP. So I can't wait for the Merlin Ascension form to come out. And for Hunter King, I'll go back to Hunter King. His Ascension form has a one-way laser, which is 34,000 attack powered. I guess that's what you say. Yeah, 34,000 power, which is one of the highest in the game. It's 10,000 higher than Arthur or Lancelot X. So if you are able to position your Hunter King, your Ascended Hunter King, right under the boss, you'll be able to deal so much damage. So, and it's I guess you have to get used to positioning your monsters at a better spot more frequently. But if you're able to do it, oh my god, so much damage, and Hunter King will be like top tier monster, no doubt about it. And I guess, oh wow, I forgot about it. I recently rolled a Valkyrie like, I guess 3 rolls ago. I don't know. I just suddenly got her. And I haven't touched her either because her Ascension form hasn't came out, but her the materials. I kind of missed the Fireworm event, the 6-hour one, so it's gonna be a while until I send her. But if it does come out, I'm going to try to send her and max level her as soon as possible. That's why I even have the max pies ready for her. And I guess another noticeable one is Dear Lotta. As you can see, she has 38 luck, so I already pulled your Lotta multiple times. It's not, I didn't pull her 38 times. I pulled her when she was like 5 luck or 4 luck, something like that, so I didn't pull her 38 times. That would be so unlucky, and I would be crying. And in my honest opinion, Dear Lotta is extremely useful. I've been using her almost every dungeon besides Fire one, just because of her strike shot. It increases your monster's damage if Dear Lotta hits them. I don't know how much damage it increases by, but it feels like it's about 1.5 times more damage, which is extremely helpful. And she's a blast type pierce, so she's able to activate anyone's bomb combo really easily. And I think, in my opinion, Dear Lotta is one of the best 4 stars in the game, as for me at least. I mean, she doesn't have like the best stats, but her strike shot alone is really worth putting in your party. So if you haven't used Dear Lotta, try using her and see how much damage difference there is, and you'll see how powerful Dear Lotta is. So yeah, I guess that's my wood element box. It's not that impressive because I didn't put any EXP into it. I have 3 5-star monsters that can potentially be useful, but their Ascension form hasn't came out besides Valkyrie, so yeah. So every time there's like a water dungeon, I'm having a really hard time because I don't have any wood monsters. So next is my light, and I guess I could say my light element department is pretty useful. I mean, I have noticeable ones are Zeus and Arthur, and as you can see, I have 2 of each. And I should be happy, but I at the same time not, because I would trade my Zeus for something else. Like a Teeny, yeah, I would love to have Teeny because I need wood element monster or some other 5-star monster that's equivalent to Zeus's ratings, like which is like 9.0 and 9.5. I mean, I guess you could bring 2 Zeuses in a dungeon, but I would... honestly, I wouldn't. I think 1 is enough, in my opinion. So having 2, I guess 2 is just to show off, but I would only bring 1 per dungeon. And for Arthur, I did have 2 Arthur, and I mean, Arthur is extremely useful. My usual party would be Dear Lotta, Zeus, Arthur. That's my like go-to team. When I go through dungeons, I don't know what's going on. It's because I think it's well balanced. Zeus has extremely strong strike shot, which is a meteor type strike shot. If he goes through an enemy monster while using a strike shot, he deals extra damage by... There's a time lag where after he goes through a monster and after Zeus stops moving, a meteor hits the monster and it does about 800k damage, or 900k. And if Dear Lotta hits Zeus and Zeus gets the attack power up and goes through a monster, I think it does about 1.56 million damage, which is extremely strong. And Zeus is a 9.0 in Japan. It's because of his great stats, no damage wall, and his strike shot is extremely powerful. And he also has a Giga Blast as a bump combo, so he could activate anyone's bump combo really easily, and he even has a cross laser with that. So I guess Zeus is very versatile. And let's talk about Arthur, I guess. I think Arthur is a 9.0 in Japan, and even in NA, I guess she was one of the oldest the first champions to come out in NA. And even though she's one of the first ones to come out, she's still powerful. Great stats, really strong bump combo, and her strike shot is extremely easy to use. It may not deal the best, like the highest damage, about 600k. I think that around that much. Still very useful. If you position him perfectly, you'll be able to do tons of damage. And I've been using her in most of my dungeons. She's very versatile and really easy to use. So if you're just starting the game, if you have Arthur, then you're very lucky because she's really easy to use, and I think she's really beginner friendly with her strike shot. And I guess there's 2 other 5-star red monsters I have, which is Hikari. I haven't touched her yet because honestly, I don't see her being good. As of right now, I don't see her being good. And Royce. Yeah, same with Hikari. I don't see him being that good. I don't want. Yeah, that's my personal opinion. Royce and Hikari, oh wait, Royce already has his ascension form, but unless Hikari gets his ascension form, gets her ascension form, eh, I don't think I'll be leveling up Hikari for a while, unless I have some extra EXP, even for Royce. I mean, Royce can be useful for certain dungeons because of his ability Ethereum Slayer L. I just don't have enough EXP to put it on Royce. I'd rather put it on some other monsters that are a lot stronger. And I guess I could talk about the drop monsters such as Fenrir. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I'm trying to get him Hypermax as soon as possible because all I can see is he has such great stats, and with that he has 2 great abilities, no warp and no damage roll, so unless if there's a gravity barrier, then he's kind of screwed, but if there's no gravity barrier, then he's like a go-to light monster champion I would pick too. I mean, the homing 18 is extremely strong. It shoots out 18 homing missiles, so it's good for clearing out small monsters. And his strike shot is not that, I'll be honest, it's not that strong, even though if it hits the weak spot. But because it has such a low cooldown, I guess you could use it multiple times through the run, and you'll have no problem. It'll come out really quickly. And I guess another one I could talk about is Ki. So I have him Hypermax, and honestly, Ki is extremely useful. I say this all the time, but for a lot of monsters, but this monster also has a great stats just looking at it, and it's not the stats I'm looking at, but it's his ability, Deity Slayer L. So same as Royce, if there's an L, it does about 2.5 times more damage to Deity, a certain type of monster, and since Ki is a Deity Slayer, he does 2.5 times more damage to Deity type monsters, such as Izanami. And honestly, you could bring this champion to Izanami easily. If you're able to land his strike shot on Izanami's weak spot, you'll probably do close to 2 million damage, maybe a bit, maybe more, honestly, which is extremely useful. And spread shot, I think I said on the fire element part, but I don't really like spread shot, but it's because he has such a strong deity slayer L ability. I would still use her in certain dungeons where the monster is a deity type monster. So that's around my light monster department, and lastly my dark. For red monster, I only have Columbia. Useful, 8 homing shot 18, Fiend Flare L. She's extremely useful for the older dungeons like Ogre, Origa, and I forgot the names, I'm sorry, but she's extremely useful for the older dungeons because most of the older dungeon monsters are Fiend type monsters. What else? Mundus. So Mundus is a 9.5 in Japan, and some people question about why his strike shot is not that strong. I would say it's because of 3 things. One is stats. Just looking at it, powerful. I mean, everything is pretty high. Speed, damage, HP, everything is high, is balanced out, so it's really useful to use. And him being a Pierce type flight and no gravity barrier, nothing can stop him. And being a Pierce type monster, she's able to activate your other monster bump combo, and you're able to grab clutch hearts, so she's extremely useful. And not only that, honestly, it's his bump combo that makes him really strong. He's a homing destruction 8, and each homing does about 10,000, 11,000 damage, so a total will be 90,000 damage-ish, and that's extremely strong in my opinion. It easily clears out small minions, and if you miss the boss, if you can't hit the boss, but if you activate his bump combo will still do a ton of damage to the boss. So, and he's really versatile in my opinion. And his strike shot seems useless to some people, but a 3-turn delay is like really useful in some situations. Like if you're in a dangerous spot, it just uses ult and stall 3 more turns for a lucky heart, or you could even finish the boss in those 3 turns. So even though I guess he's like a support character in my opinion, yeah, Mundus is a support character, a really extremely useful support character. Another one is Harley. I do not have her evoed. One of the reasons why is I don't see her good, honestly. As of right now, I don't see her good. Even though she's a blast type and everything, I think the other dark monsters I have outskilled her, so unless she gets Ascension form in Japan and becomes useful, I don't think I'll be using her or evoing her or putting any more links into her. That's my honest opinion on Harley right now. If she was Harley X, then maybe I would have used her a little bit more, but regular Harley is a bit underwhelming in my opinion. Oh, well, I forgot about it, but I also have Eclipse. So, Eclipse, his regular evolution is like 7.5, and it's not that great, but his Ascension form that becomes useful, which is like an 8.5 in Japan. I can't really remember the name or like the stat wise, but in my memory, I think Ascended Eclipse has like a over 30,000 attack and about over 200 speed. So the stats are decent, and honestly, I can't really remember anything about Eclipse, but I believe it should be coming out in NA soon too, because his Ascension mats are already out in America, and they already came out. And honestly, I thought NA would release this Ascension map, but I guess they're still doing patches or something, so it hasn't came out. But the Ascension mats already came out. So if you go to a website Monster Strike database, you'll be able to see what Eclipse need. And I guess you could get it right now, or if the dungeon comes out, you should get it. So when Eclipse comes out, you could easily ascend him. And that's for my red monsters. And oh, there's two monsters I want to talk about. One is Death Coil. As you can see, he has 61 luck. This is one of I have two monsters I want to make a 99 luck out of, and this Coil is one of them. You might ask why is there's anything special about him. My honest opinion is no. I want to make a 99 luck of him because he looks cool. That's pretty much it. I mean, he has a really high attack and a gravity barrier, so nothing could stop him. And he has a Giga Blast, so he could activate a lot of bump combos, but I don't know. My only opinion on why I want to max luck him is because he looks cool, and that's how I enjoy the game. I don't want to. I know a lot of people max luck Queen Butterfly for the Izanami run. I thought about it, but I was like, I'd rather waste my time hyper maxing / max leveling Discord because I like his looks, and I don't know, I just like him in general, so that's why I wanted to max luck him. There's nothing special. I just like the champion. So and another one I wanna max level is Blackbringer. This is like, I guess a lot of people would max lucked first because his dungeon is easily beatable and it came out really frequently in the beginning of the game. I kind of started late because at first I was like, I was too lazy to get a max luck one, but a couple days went by, I was like, actually, maybe I should get a max luck monster, at least one of them. So I just started doing it near like the last part of the event, and I was able to get 56. But the dungeon itself is really easy, and because he has a Fiend Slayer L, he's able to do the earlier dungeons, just like Columbia. So if you bring those two, then I'm able to finish those dungeons relatively quickly because I'll be doing 2.5 times more damage per bounce. And the dungeon itself is really easy, so I guess, yeah, if you're planning to do the max luck one, I guess Blackbringer or Queen Butterfly are easily doable because the dungeon itself is really easy too. And I guess that's about it for the dark element. If you're wondering, I did spend money on this game, not a lot. I rarely use it on the Hatcher. I usually use my orbs on clearing dungeons, like Death Coil. I used a ton of orb trying to get him max luck, even Blackbringer. Those are the time I usually use a lot of my orbs. Hatcher wise, I guess I'm on the lucky side. Even though I have a lot of duplicates, I have 2 Munduses, 2 Arthur, 2 Zeuses, and 2 Sonatas, but yeah, I guess I'm on the lucky side. Even though I do get some 4 stars and you rarely see it on my box, I sell them away. My honest opinion is they're not useful, and I don't see them being used in the future, so I just sell them off or feed it to my monster. That's why you rarely see any 4 stars. I only keep the ones I think are good, cool, or I guess I could use it on future dungeon runs on a video or something. Those are the times I only keep those monsters. Well, I know I'm sorry for this video being too long. It was just to show off my box. Just show my viewers what I have, and these are the monsters I'll be using in the future runs too, unless I get something new. And starting from this video, I'll probably record most of my hatcher rolls, so people will see what kind of monster I get and get an idea of what kind of box I will be having. Well, that was Proxy's box, and I guess thanks for watching. Sorry for the video being boring and long. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to our channel, follow us on Twitter. And thanks for always supporting Strike Database, and congratulations to us having 600 followers. Thank you very much, guys. Love you guys. Peace out.